episode 43 of the Think Much podcast. I am your host, Loventas.
Yo, what is up, the beautiful people of the world? How is everybody doing today? How are you doing today, my brother, man?
I am doing as all right as I can be. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, bro. It was a little bit different week for me. Well, not really different. It's more like one thing, but, bro, it was a pretty good week, bro. I got relieved to say I got rid of my truck. Thank the Lord, because I got $500 out of my bank account. Boy, I was going car broke.
Sound like rich people problems, but go ahead.
But bro, this guy just blew me. Rich people, I'm talking about how I'm going broke. But anyway, bro, I'm relieved that I got rid of that, bro. I got myself a nice little Honda Civic for $299, bro. I can't rely, bro. The process was extremely stressful, bro. I'm trying to, because we did a private sale. So, like, unloading the truck and, like, getting into someone's name and having him pay me off is that's different. Hey, people of the world out there, go to the dealership, bro. Just trade it in, bro. It's a lot less stressful. But we went to the DMV, right? Now, how does this make sense? Now, bruh, this is, like, I'm not one to say the government weird, bro, but this is weird, bro. So, it's a private sale, right? So, he's buying my truck. Mm-hmm. He had to pay $1,500 in tax to buy my truck. How that makes sense, bro? You do it a private sale, but the government has to get theirs, bro. Hey,
Uncle Sam gonna get his.
They gotta get there. Hey, he gonna get his. They charge him $1,500. You know what the most messed up part about that is, though? The DMV gotta get theirs, bro. The DMV charged 2% of that because he used card. So I looked at the lady. I said, so let me get this right. You taxing the man for tax. Let me get that right, bro. Like, that got so freaking crazy to me, bro. Like, this man paid an extra $1,500 that he wasn't prepared to pay for out of his pocket because of a private sale. So at the end of the day, I mean, it was a stressful situation. But I'm happy. I panicked because I thought she said I had to pay $1,500, and I was like, oh no, my truck about to get towed tomorrow. You talking about me paying $1,500? Who are you talking to? But nah, bro, it was a good experience all around. I went down, got the car. It was between the car I have and 2 other cars. My car is fun, bro. I'm glad I picked my car for sure. When I got home, though, bro, I thought the check engine light came on, bro. I thought it was Rap City for me, bro. I was about to run that car too late, bro. Like, bro, I thought the check engine light came on, bro. So I started panicking, right? I got my girl with me, so, I started panicking. And she's like, well, it's okay, just take it back down. Because you have a 5-day return period with this place that you can return the vehicle. She's like, take it down. I said, nah, the person that was with me when I got the car, she was warning me, about this vehicle, and I didn't listen to her. So, I'm panicking, my anxiety's going. Freaking, bro, I hop back in the car, take my girl home, get there. And, I still see it on. Bruh. It wasn't the check engine light, bro. Right, there's a little button on the side for, like, traction for your car, and I accidentally turned it off because I was playing with the buttons. So it was just an explanation point, but I was panicking, thought it was a little submarine, bro.
Submarine.
And she looked at me. She said, "You idiot! Like, the check engine light has submarine." But she said something to me that's so real. And this is why I bring the story up and why I want to preach it to the people. And she looked at me and she said, stop looking for a problem, enjoy the time. Because me trying to look for, like, I was looking for there to be something wrong with the car because the person I went with, was a little skeptical about the car. So automatically off grip, like, it was hard for me to enjoy my vehicle because I was expecting for it to be something wrong because it has been an accident. I am going to, this is my first used car, purchase. So, I'm so nervous of getting screwed. And it's not like, my truck was expensive. It was having me go in debt. But, like, it's not like I lost it and, like, I was in need of a car. I was choosing to do this. You know what I mean? So I was so nervous of coming from a car that I just bought brand new off the lot, going straight to a used one. I was nervous. Mm-hmm. So all that built up made my anxiety go on. So, like, and she said, you looking for the problem. Stop looking for the problem and enjoy it. And it's just like with life, bro. Like, things can be going right, but people are always looking for the wrong thing or looking for the problem or looking for something to go wrong. When really, like, just enjoy it, man. It's that simple. Enjoy it. I just want to preach that to the people right quick before we go ahead and get to these topics.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that you don't know what the check engine light looks like, or that quote. No, but in all seriousness, no, you should know what the check engine looks like.
No, for real, right?
There's a thing called Google. But here's the thing though. I get what she's saying, but I think we talked about this on this podcast before. But that's how human beings they are. That's how we, I guess, Christian people won't get mad at me. Evolved. That's how we. Seriously, by looking for the danger, by trying to find the dangers and trying to keep ourselves safe. That's how we've survived all these years and years. So
and you saying that's why negativity that's why negativity is so.
It's hard to live carefree.
It is because there's so many risks. I mean, we're so fragile as beings. All we have is our mind.
You're fragile.
Huh? Hey, bro.
I'm strong. No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to say, go over get the buffalo. Tell me
I'm fragile, insecure, low self-esteem, manic depression. I'm a mess.
Preach it, bro. But so it would make sense on why we always looking for the danger. And that's why negativity sells a lot, and people know that because people are always gonna be intrigued and want to search for that danger without even realizing it. Because it's built into us, especially for people that grow up in a harsh environment. That's just second nature.
Yeah, always on edge.
And even on the opposite side too, people that aren't born in a harsh environment, but for some reason want that harsh environment because they want that story.
They just want clout.
It is, but
it's the internet, bro.
They search for that pain. They search for that. And I'm like, bro, wow, don't search for it, bro. Just be you.
There's a thing called survivor's remorse, survivor's guilt, where you feel like because they were talking about this. We'll get to it in a little bit, but they're talking about this on TNT regarding the protest because a lot of people on the other side are like, why are you protesting? You're making millions of dollars, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to deal with these problems.
Gosh, that's hard. That's the most ignorant statement that I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, people try to use that. You're playing the game. Play your game.
Yeah, but since I'm making millions, I can't care.
Right. So back to the point about survivor's guilt. A lot of these athletes feel like, man, if I didn't jump high, if I didn't run fast, if I didn't have this skill to be a basketball player, I'd be just like some of these people out there. So they feel like it's their duty to help the community, give back, and support any way they can. So survivor's guilt is real. It's like, man, I made it, but they didn't, so I could have been just like them. So that's a real thing when people quote unquote have it all. They still got they still battle with some things. It's not all perfect.
No, it never is. Obviously there's different levels to it. Everyone has their own stress. Nobody's stress outweighs another person's stress. That's your own stress and your own way of dealing with it. You just gotta try to find that and build that healthy lifestyle to try to deal and cope with it and help others. You want to go ahead and jump into some topics?
Don't tell me when to jump into, brother.
He called me brother at the end.
I got this. I'm just gonna let you finish, and we got this. Okay.
Got it, coach.
We got some serious subjects today. So I guess we'll start with Jacob Blake. Obviously, that happened last Tuesday, I believe. The video came out of a man who was shot 7 times. Well, 3 kids in the car in the SUV. 7 shots were heard. I don't know how many times he was hit, but that's the end of it. Well, that's where we're at now. He's paralyzed now. He's handcuffed, but I guess we should start from the beginning. So apparently, the cops were called that afternoon because of a altercation or 2 women arguing or something like that. And I guess the woman that was calling the 911 operator said that Jacob Blake wasn't supposed to be there, but soon after said that he was leaving. And so it turns out that there's a warrant out for Jacob Blake because of domestic violence. So when the police get there, do you know about it?
Oh no, well, no, I only know kind of a little bit of the aftermath. I don't really know what's leading up to it, but so far you've hit everything kind of on point and on the head for it. So
I was there because you were telling me about a tussle.
Yeah. Supposedly, because I was reading CNN a little bit this morning, and supposedly there was there's another video. I don't know if they released. I don't know if they have. I haven't seen it myself.
I haven't seen the video because the witness, I believe his name is Rayshawn White. I believe across from the apartment, whatever, across from the street. I thought that was on the video, but go ahead.
Yeah, but supposedly there's another video with him tussling in the back of the police car, not in the back of the police car, but on the back of the car, or the SUV, or whatever the case may be. And supposedly the woman actually tried to tase him. Like I said, I'm getting this from CNN. So like, regardless if it's true, I haven't seen the video myself. I'm getting it from a news source that probably people are gonna be like CNN. But either way, it's a news source. I mean, that's where I'm hearing it from. So yeah, and as far as everything else, that's accurate. Which obviously, go ahead. You can go ahead and finish.
Yeah, yeah. So apparently, like you said, the one officer tried to tase him. They didn't have body cameras, so we can't really know for sure. I mean,
what happened?
Unless she gives a statement and says, "Yeah, I tried to tase him." But anyway, so the big controversy around this case is as Jacob was had his back turned going to his vehicle, that's when the 7 shots were let off, and a lot of people are upset because, you know, another unarmed at the. Okay, so
go ahead and
I guess
talk about the knife. Go ahead.
Well, people were saying he had a knife in his left hand. Well, that's what they said.
His left hand or in his car? Because see, that's even more different.
Left hand. They said it was grainy. You want to jump in here because the people were trying to say that he brandished a knife in his left hand.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, because a knife was found on the dashboard, but we don't know if it was in his hand leading up to him opening up the car door. I
haven't seen anything like that. I did see that they had it on the floor. It was on the floorboard of his car.
Right.
But even then, like in the video, you can't. I mean, it doesn't look like anything in his hand. And even if that is the case, like. And I discussed this before. For one, I don't understand why there's 7 shots. I mean, granted, I'm not a police officer. I can't really relate. I'm looking at it from an outside point of view, so this may sound a little bit different and or ignorant. So I just want to put that out there. But to me, bruh, no, it's a knife. Yes, it can obviously kill you. If it was in his hand, either way, like, and we discussed this before the podcast. Like, I'm a police officer, right? I had the man at gunpoint. Mm-hmm. He's not listening to me, right?
Right.
I'm gonna let him get to his vehicle. I don't know what's in his vehicle. I'm gonna let him get to his vehicle.
Right.
Why are these police officers now? Why are these police officers not more well equipped with knowledge to be able to disarm if there was something in his hand, or be able to take down or anything like that? And if the tussle happened before, like in the back of the vehicle or whatever, if that is true.
And by the way, sorry to cut you off, but judging by the short 20-second clip, whatever that we saw. It doesn't seem to appear like there'd be a tussle beforehand. Because if there's a tussle, why would you just let
walk
him
casually at that?
Yeah, so I don't. So it doesn't make sense that'd be a tussle beforehand. But go ahead.
But it doesn't. I'm not letting a suspect that's possibly like. And at this point, I mean, I don't know if he was a danger or what he was. But I'm not letting a suspect go to his vehicle. Regardless, if he's not listening to me, then obviously I'm gonna have to use somewhat of excessive force. But even then, you gotta ask yourself, obviously he would be alive. Well, he's still alive, but obviously he wouldn't have got.
Well, he's paralyzed now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said that, but yeah, he's paralyzed.
Obviously, he wouldn't be shot, but like in that hand, would we be saying something different as far as like police brutality or anything like that? But the thing is, the biggest thing here that strikes me is the man had 3 kids in the car, bro. Mm-hmm. Those 3 kids are scarred from that. I don't care. They don't gotta see it, bro. They can hear it. Bro, the man was shot 7 times, bro. He had his back turned to you. As a person, if a person getting in the car, and to be fair, like, and to kind of try to see both sides, I could see somewhat where, like, he opened the door aggressively. He went to lean down. He didn't necessarily get in the car. He went to get down. Not that he shouldn't have been shot. But I'm like, okay, if he's bringing something, I'm not going to shoot him. But, bro, at least try to go, like, apprehend him or something like that. To where if they're showing signs of this, him walking alone and not listening, like, this is why I can't be a cop. I would apprehend him in the first place. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not listening to me as I'm telling you, stop moving or get down, and I'm pointing a gun.
And he's going to the car.
Yeah. He's walking to the driver's seat. I would have did something, but why did it have to lead up to that? That's my question here. It's not. I don't know if the man was right. I don't know if the man was wrong. I don't know what his intentions were. I do know one thing though. Why did it have to lead up to the man getting shot? Why did it have to lead up to the man getting into his car? Why couldn't you do something before that? That's my question. And why is it once again another African American male at that is getting shot 7 times because police officers failed to do their job properly and did not take the proper.
Or they did their job properly. Some people think. But okay, so here's the thing. All right, so that happened. So obviously this happened in Kenosha. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Kenosha, Wisconsin. So there's protests going on for I think 3 days, and then this guy, this 17-year-old named Kyle Rittenhouse. I guess apparently from the video, I've seen a couple videos. There's plenty of people out there with their ARs.
Come on, bro.
In front of buildings protecting businesses or whatever. So apparently, in the midst of this, the protesting, this Kyle Rittenhouse guy, I guess he was attacked by some protesters trying to disarm him. Then he shot one in the face and shot another. Shot that person in the face, killed him, then killed another person, and then injured several others. So
did he get shot at?
Well,
did he get shot?
No. He didn't. No. He didn't get shot. Actually, after he killed those people and injured other people, you can see him walking with his hands up, to the police, without being arrested. After most people are saying he's the one that just killed those people. He goes across state line, for whatever reason. I'm not even sure if he was from that state, but anyway, so he makes it across state lines. Finally, when the videos are circulating, that's when he gets arrested, and that's when he finally gets charged with homicide.
Come on, bro. That alone is a totally different. I can't really speak in much of an opinion on here because I didn't see the video. I can say one thing.
Wait, I just showed you the video.
Huh? Oh, well, hey, maybe you. Yeah, hey.
I didn't show you the video on the ground. Yeah, I showed you the video.
It might have, bro. I don't know. You just showed me it. Maybe I can't remember. Anyways, the point is, bro. The point is, come on, man. Like, if you have multiple people saying that was him, and there's a crowd of people, shouldn't you at least take it? That's a person of interest, right? Shouldn't you at least take him for custody to be questioned? At least, why is he going to a whole different state?
But yeah, he
gets away and goes to a whole different state. I don't care how long, he still gets away.
Yeah, so you just gotta.
And it's okay for you to hold just assault rifles wherever, bro. That's cool.
That's why I was asking you. You said it was cool.
Yeah, no. I said I guess it's legal in Wisconsin because it's an open carry.
It's illegal. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. But apparently it's cool in many places. I don't know a lot about guns, honestly, and laws and regulations and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't know it was just like handy dandy to just walk around with them in public like that. Like
it's nothing, bro. I'm over here walking with just bro, come on, bro.
They're talking to cops, having a good old time, getting water.
It's supposed to be. Well, I don't know if this is true. But it's supposed to be he just walked by the cops like it was nothing. Well,
I didn't show you the video.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I gotta show you the video. But yes, he was in front of the cops, having a good. I work here. I work at this business. So
come on.
So I guess he did live in that state or whatever. So yeah, but he made it a state cross state lines, and yeah.
Well, how is that?
But you just gotta juxtapose that. So he just killed 2 people, injured some more. He pretty much walks away scot-free. This guy didn't kill anybody, but is shot 7 times while walking away.
7 times.
Or shot at 7 times. You just got.
And is paralyzed now. Not to mention once again, bro. And this is
and why he's handcuffed to the bed.
This is why it's difficult for me to This is why it's difficult for me to believe that he's. Like I said, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know what his intention was. But it's difficult for me to think that it was an ill intention. My dog had 3 kids in the car, bro. And if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, he had 3 kids in the car.
Come on, bro. You think there's an ill intention when you got 3 kids? I don't. I wouldn't think so anyway.
Well, on the officer's part?
No. I'm talking about his part. Like he's the.
Oh, you talking
and
about
he didn't have a gun. Yeah, he didn't have a gun or anything in the car.
Yeah, he didn't have a knife. Yeah, he didn't have a gun.
And to be, if I'm being honest, and this is gonna really strike a lot of people the wrong way. A knife's a lot different than a gun. Why did he have to be shot 7 times of that? I think it was panic. I think the deputy didn't know what to do. And I think that he was intimidated. And that's why they didn't apprehend him beforehand.
Intimidated? See, yeah, that's a deeper meaning, though, when you say intimidated.
Exactly. And that's why I'm putting it like that. It's because, that's the way, I don't know. I feel like, especially now in today's society, people, I don't want to put it like this, bro.
Well, okay, hold that thought. Do you remember the Dylan Roof guy that killed the 9 people in the church?
Yeah.
In South Carolina, I believe.
Yeah.
So he killed 9 black people in the church and then left one person live as witness so they could tell what happened. So when the cops finally get him, you just killed 9 people, right? 9 black people in a black church. You did this on purpose. They take him to
Burger King, right?
They take him to Burger King and because he's hungry.
Bro, that man's choking him my fist down his throat.
And also, I don't know if you heard about this, but in Idaho they had some kind of court hearing, whatever. Plenty of people walked in with ARs, literally pushed the officers out the way, right, and sat in like the pupils or whatever, the seats in the courthouse. And the cops did nothing. And they said that they didn't want to, I guess, incite violence or whatever because they had weapons. But let's be honest, if black people came in there and pushed officers out the way, bro, let's be honest, that ought to be a different story.
That's what I want to talk. That's what I want to put on the table right now. Go ahead and finish your statement.
No, just that. And mind you, especially like during the whole Corona thing, you know, there a bunch of them sitting close to each other around other people. Bro, if those were black people doing that, we all know what would happen.
Bro, and
pushing cops out the way. But go ahead.
Bro, and for the people out there listening, bro, like really think about this. If it was an African American that was holding an AR-15 and just walking by police.
Yeah, and people are screaming, "Hey, he just killed some people."
Well, not even that. Just that first portion. He automatically got to have an eye and looking at him. He off grip. I think people are gonna look at him because he's African American.
Not even that. He wouldn't even get that far.
Exactly. I'm saying that sounds like the best case. And that he's gonna get looked in the eye on for sure. And if you don't believe that, I'm sorry, but I don't.
No, you got.
Bro, it's seen, bro. It's literally seen.
It's pretty obvious at this point. And you went to intimidation and yeah, I don't know if proper training, like, cause we keep talking about training officers better, but you said intimidation, and I don't think training could fix that, honestly.
Okay, no.
Now that I'm thinking about it, cause I used to think.
Okay, well, go ahead. Explain.
No, cause I used to think, man, just double leg this dude.
Just double leg this dude right quick.
Just double leg him, or something. Don't let him get to his vehicle if you really want to apprehend someone. No, there's plenty of techniques you can use to hold someone down without, just control them. You don't have to like necessarily hurt them or put a beat on them. You can just control them with certain techniques with the proper training. But you said intimidation. For some reason, it seems to be a recurring theme amongst black people that aren't attacking. And from the eyewitnesses, I gotta say the eyewitness said that he never threatened the cops or anything like that. He never threatened.
There were so I don't know if you saw on the video, bro. It seemed like there were so many people outside watching, bro.
Yeah.
And there were so many people outside before because it's like you know how people like to be nosy, bro. There gonna be people outside watching it from start to finish, even when the people were arguing.
Well, for good reason, because cameras, you need eyewitnesses and things like that.
Exactly.
But, and so, like I said, the cops didn't have body cameras. Go ahead.
Exactly. So these eyewitnesses account and these people are seeing it, like it's. I don't understand. Like it just seems like the lack of, I don't know how long the man was in the force. It just seemed the lack of understanding and to kind of push back on you. I think it would help obviously, only because in that situation, if you're put through so much and you learn so much on how to subdue an individual, regardless with a knife or gun or whatever the case may be. And not just a 6-month course or a 9-month course or however it is. If you actually take the proper training of 2 to 3 years, make it where it actually has to be a degree, you feel a lot more comfortable in those situations where I don't believe intimidation would actually even play a part or be a factor because you've seen it, you've been with it so much that it seems like a reoccurrence that you will be able to feel somewhat comfortable in a hectic situation like that, where that man won't be able to get to his car and be able to be subdued. And even like I said, this is just me saying it because I don't know it. Don't know what his intention was or anything like that, but it sounds like from the stories that I've been reading that his intention wasn't ill. Like from what I first read, it seemed that he was breaking up 2 people arguing. That's from what I first read. So I don't know. I wasn't there, but like I'm just saying that there's a whole bunch of witnesses saying the same thing, and these are the people that see it. You got to take someone's word for it, bro. And I'm taking the word of the people that were there. That's just me.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if training would help. I think this is just ingrained in some people's mind of black life is just cheap around here, and it has been, for centuries now. I don't know if proper training would help, honestly, at this point. There does need to be a chain. That whole granted immunity is weird. Police unions, they need to change. Because like you said, the training, 6-9 months, whatever, become a sheriff. And look, I'm gonna be honest. I see a lot of people that say they're gonna become a sheriff. I'm like,
is it?
It's like, what, you become a sheriff? Like, what do you? It's like, it's just too easy. Is what I'm saying. For some people. I do agree. It needs to be longer. Because a doctor, 4 years of school
sure, I even think a fire academy takes longer.
And then 4 years of medical school. Then you got to do your residency. And then even then, a doctor could get sued for malpractice. But
I
a cop can't get sued.
I don't think people realize
for dealing with
I don't think people realize when you're a police officer, maybe some people do. Like I said, I'm speaking ignorantly because I'm not one. But these people deal with situations where they have to be the leader. How they react is how that situation is going to go. They react negatively, that situation is going to 9 out of 10 times react negatively. If you come up with a positive, somewhat of a positive, know how to subdue a person and apprehend them and have it go calmly. Now, obviously, this is a man that's never been in conflict like that, so I don't know.
Yeah, man, didn't they slam you up against your
hey man, that's different. Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that, but for that chaos, maybe all the training goes out the window. My point is if something is where it's second nature to think that I've been in this situation before, I think it would be better. I don't know. It's extremely tough, but that's something that I don't understand. That maybe someone can explain better than me. Why? How did he get to his vehicle? Why were there not steps taken before that? I don't understand that. Regardless if the taser doesn't work, okay, I understand. Even if she did try to tase him, which that was, I guess, was put in the report. Why is it that he was able to get to his vehicle? Why couldn't you have done something to subdue? Because that's your responsibility. Why did shooting have to be a factor? I don't understand.
I do want to say one thing quickly though, about this Kyle Rittenhouse fellow. He worked at the YMCA, so I just want to say that's one thing you guys have in common. But go ahead.
Bro, don't put me in that category, bro. I hate you, bro. Don't put me in that category.
Well, I'm just.
No, don't. No, bro.
This.
I'm so ass.
But my bad. But go ahead. Sorry.
Don't put me in that category. There's one thing that I want to say about the Jacob Blake situation. Sorry. Cool. That almost slipped my mind. Actually, we're gonna get to it a little later because we're gonna talk about Brian Urlacher.
Just go ahead and preview all the topics,
bro. When people say they try to bring up his past charges or whatever the case is, man, I hate when people do. That's a reoccurring thing, bro. People bring up past charges like people can't change.
That has something to do with the current situation.
That can't be blowing me. Okay, what was it? Domestic abuse or whatever the case was for his past charge.
Domestic violence.
Okay, that wasn't even domestic violence. But anyways, that's prior. That's before. That you should. I understand. I guess that's the only information you have on him. But that is no excuse to shoot somebody because they have a past like that, man. It's one thing if a dude has a gun and he aiming at you. In this case, like that. I almost said something slick. That other dude did. Obviously, that dude need to be taken down, but somehow you got to cross state, which still don't understand that. But in this case, man, there was so many different situations. And granted, even if they ran whatever they ran before they even before he got shot, that. I hate when people say that, and there's this person that we're gonna be talking about soon that says that, and I'm just like, that has nothing to do with it, bro. You sitting here talking about like these people like they're just scum, or they're just like they can't come back from their past.
Yeah, if I've done one bad thing, then I'm bad for the rest of my life.
But the first thing they said, the first thing they said was his record wasn't the fact that he had 3 kids in the car. Think about that, bro. Really think about that, people. The first thing that they said was that this man's record, not the fact that he had 3 kids in the car. You're gonna speak about the negative of the man before you even suggest that he's a father. Come on, bro. That's what the headlines is. That's the crazy part about the headlines, bro. If that doesn't kill you, then I don't understand how, like, I don't understand how people think as an individual when we're supposed to be positive and we're supposed to be uplifting. This is the exact opposite. Come on, bro. Like, that's the part that kills me. I'm sorry. I just had to get that one off my chest.
All right, which leads us to the protests that have been happening across sports.
Let's go.
Starting with the NBA, the Bucks versus Magic was scheduled to happen Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, Wednesday afternoon. But the Bucks didn't come out. They did not come out. They decided before the game that they didn't feel right. They didn't feel right to come out and play a game, the playoff game. And I'll start by saying this because a lot of people thought what the Bucks did was wrong in the sense that they didn't let the Orlando Magic know beforehand, because the Orlando Magic were out there, warming up, getting their shots up and stuff. But they didn't know the Bucks were, gonna do that, gonna take that stand. But in the end, it all worked out because they're all unified. But I'll just start with that. The Bucks did receive some backlash from within because they didn't let the Orlando Magic know, and so that spread out to the rest of the games being postponed for the day. They did decide to resume Saturday. After a conference call with Michelle Roberts, some owners, Adam Silver.
MJ was in there, boys.
Yeah, of course. The GOAT got to be in there. Anytime I'm talking about basketball, the GOAT got to be in there. Yeah, the GOAT was in there. Michael Jordan, yeah, he was discussing changes that could be possibly made and things of that nature. So this spread out to baseball,
football,
MLS, well, football, yeah.
Tennis, too.
Oh, yeah, YB and Corday's girlfriend, I don't know. The young, she's has fashion, too. I don't know her name. Anyways, the young tennis star.
Yeah.
She didn't. So tennis postponed. Detroit Lions, they had a little protest thingy.
Titans too.
Yeah, they canceled practice. Yeah, Titans. So yeah, this spread out across all sports, amazingly. And I thought it was brilliant for as long as it lasted. Your thoughts?
Bruh.
Whoa. Okay, your thoughts and let me ask you something. Yeah. So your thoughts on that, and then what do you think about the people or the naysayers? I'm not gonna call them naysayers, about the people that say, yeah, you protested, but it's only for a day. But go ahead. And juxtapose that with the Montgomery bus boycott back in the what is it, 50s, 60s? When they didn't ride buses for a whole year. But go ahead.
Beautiful, baby. It's freaking beautiful. I'm so glad to live in this era of time because it's absolutely beautiful to see a form of protest.
Hey, I will say this though, the NHL was late. They did play their games, but they finally postponed it after the black dude started crying. What? No. Sorry, he didn't cry. He just put out a quote saying it's
messed up. That was the only.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah, Kane. Yeah, they're late to basically they're late to the party. But go ahead.
Anyways, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to see it to where, and let me touch on this before. Well, this is gonna go hand in hand with how beautiful it is. People say that people want to criticize athletes or individuals that have a platform in general and say, I don't want politics in sports. I just want sports. I'm not trying to be rude, and I semi-understand where you're coming from because you're looking for sports to relax, but in that same sentence, that's why they do it, son. They have that platform. If that stops, just like this, the NBA stopped. What happened? It was a domino effect for all sports. To get something heard about a serious situation with social justice, to give the people that don't have a voice, to give them a voice because they have this platform. And if you don't believe in that, man, that's I hate to say that's ignorance because I don't want to put that word out there, but I mean that kind of is if you really think about it. Because yes, don't get me wrong, sports is a place to come and relax, but once again, like that's also a place where it's going to be shocked, and those waves are going to triple through, and change can actually be made. And hey, like we've said on this podcast time and time before, and I'll say it again, bro. People tried to take the peaceful way, With Colin Kaepernick, it didn't work. Now everybody's behind the movement, and that's phenomenal. And you have some people that that criticize and critique and be like, well, I just don't understand why these athletes, do this, that, and the third. I mean, they're humans just like us. They put on clothes just like us. They bleed just like us, bro. They care about these situations in these communities because, like you said earlier, bro, you touched on it. If it wasn't because the fact that they're, that's so
athletically gifted,
bro, they were possibly that could be them. That could be any of us. As far as like being African American male, that could be any of us in that situation, man. And like, for you to have that platform and that stature, I'm so happy for it, and I'm so proud for it, and I'm so happy that the NBA and all sports all around took that to something serious to really make heard of. Because not unfortunately, because it's kind of fortunate, in the United States of America, that's how you get the people to really listen. Is you got to do it through sports, man. I mean, because that's what people watch. That's what everybody watch from a United States standpoint everywhere. Not everybody watches the news. Not everybody, is on social media. Shockingly, not everybody is. But everybody, a good amount of people just watch some type of sport or some type of activity.
All right. So how do you feel about people when people say that by not playing that you're losing your platform, that you're not using your platform properly? Because a lot of people do feel that way. Because Draymond Green made an interesting point from the Warriors, 3-time champion, by the way, defensive player of the year, former defensive player of the year. He said that it's crazy to him that you're asking these athletes to stop working, but you'll never ask like a corporation, like the people on Wall Street to stop working. That's how they make their money. Why are you asking the players to stop making their money? So he kind of had the opposite.
Are they asking though, or is it more? It seems more voluntary to me.
Well, a lot of people are asking, hey, well, there's gonna be people in hey, why don't you guys should focus? Because remember, before the bubble even started, a lot of people were saying, hey, don't go to the bubble. Yeah. Let's focus on and a lot of players even admitted it. Because it all started with Doc Rivers' speech. You see Doc Rivers' speech?
I didn't see the full thing, but I mean, I knew the man was tearing up, talking about he's African American male and got kids and don't want them in that situation.
Yeah, his cop was a dad. His dad was a dad. His dad was a cop, so he was talking about how the police unions need to be, totally like revamped. But anyways, a lot of players like George Hill was saying that they shouldn't even have been in the bubble because a lot of people were saying, hey, yeah, we could do both. We can play basketball and make social justice impact. But this Jacob Blake thing happened, and it's like nothing. It's like back to square one.
Yeah.
So a lot of players kind of did regret going into the bubble, and so they had this conference call. The Clippers and the Lakers actually voted to not continue the season, but the other teams voted to continue. And finally, the Clippers and the Lakers came around. So I guess a lot of people felt that this bubble should never happen. And why are you asking players to lose? Because their platform is playing sports.
Yeah.
Playing the games, and every night they're gonna have a camera. Okay. Every night they're gonna have a camera in their face, a microphone in their face to talk about these issues, but we're asking them to take it away by
Okay. My argument with that is because of the platform that they have, and obviously not everybody. Cause I'm not gonna force.
And by the way, I just want to add this too. And by the way, the reason that their voices are so powerful is because of the money they have. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they don't have the money the owners have, but again, you're asking them to lose money, which their economic power is important because they can go into these communities to help them donate money and things like that. So that is important. You're asking them to lose money and kind of lose their platform too. But go ahead.
Are you though? Because if LeBron James takes a break and comes back, he's still LeBron.
That's LeBron James though. That's only one person. We're talking about a select few. I just want to say this: there's not everybody's KD or LeBron James.
Yes, but
a lot of players, if they stop playing basketball, they'll be just like us. Like, not everyone is a billionaire like LeBron.
Exactly. No, I understand that, but I'm also not saying for everybody. Like I don't. Should everybody know? No, it should be a voluntary choice. If you feel like that your voice can be heard, because if LeBron James doesn't play, that's going to be a huge factor. That's going to be a humongous factor on the NBA. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as all basketball teams not to play, but if you weren't to play or these stars were not to play and they were to take a stance, and if other stars want to, allow them to. If they don't want to, allow them to play, allow them to make that money, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not gonna tell another individual to stop your work and stop your hustle because of what I believe in. Now, I don't know if that's what they were doing, but something has to be done to kind of shock to shock that system, to make people
What was
realize.
shocked? So what was shocked exactly? That they didn't play a game?
Huh?
A game or two?
No. Well, are you talking about in that situation, or what happened when everybody stopped playing?
We're talking about the sports protest.
The sports protest? It stopped for a moment, and everybody realized how big of a situation this is for to actually take notice to it and get their information on it. And these people could be, the cops could either lose their job or be prosecuted.
Well, they're on what is it? What's it called?
Leave
Leave
absence, something like that, where they're pretty much suspended until.
Well, they're getting paid.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they were getting paid.
Yeah, of course you get paid for that. That's the police unions. But anyways, go ahead.
But it gives something to show. It gives something to shock, so people can actually understand. Okay, this is a serious situation as far as sports go. It touches individuals to actually look up the information and not just read headlines. You actually got to read the information. That's what it does to me, anyways. Because I can make that same argument with any other protest when something big happens. Why did you do that, or why did you stop? Because you want to make that change and make that difference. And
stop right there. I'm sorry right there. You said change. You know what makes change?
What makes change?
Money. And you know who has the money?
Who?
The owners. The players, yeah, they have the voice. They have the popularity.
So I'm gonna continue to make these. What? Okay, never mind.
No, go ahead, because I'm about to eat you up. Go ahead.
I know. That was about to be an ignorant statement. No, I'll pass.
Okay.
I'll pass the day.
Okay,
I'm
so
having a good podcast. I'm passing the day.
Okay, so yes, the players do make the owners money, but this is a separate conversation for a different day.
No,
So the players make the owners money, and the owners are billionaires. Most of them are billionaires. They have these connections to the mayors, the governors,
for sure.
congressmen and women. So they have the connection to make these changes. So I can still play my game, or I can still make my money, which is playing basketball, playing sports, but at the same time demanding that the owners be more involved. And that's what the players did essentially after this conference call. Because a lot of, what's the plan? Yeah, you guys are going to protest, but what's the plan? Because people kept talking about a plan. Did Muhammad Ali have a plan?
No, he didn't want to go to war.
Well, he was just doing what he thought was right,
yeah.
Which turned out to be accurate. He was on the right side of history. He was doing it right. He didn't have a plan. He just did what he thought was right in his heart.
Yep.
But anyway, so yeah, they kept talking about a plan. So finally, after the conference call, they demanded the owners be more involved and help making changes with your DAs and like your local officials, the mayor, voting. Now the Houston Rockets, they're going to use their arena as a voting.
For real?
Voting.
Like total
place, yeah. The Indianapolis Colts registered all the players and coaches to be able to vote. So the real power, so the real change comes from money, and the people that have the money are the owners.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think the owners would have did that if the NBA players have not taken that stance?
I think if the NBA players demanded it, they would have no choice.
So? Okay.
Because, dude, okay, so here's the thing.
Well, the NBA is really receptive, so I can see it.
Well, not even that. Not even, dude, it's a different day. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of black people with money now. These owners have to be really receptive to their players. Like you said, receptive. That's important because it's not like back in the day, back in the 80s, it'd be far-fetched to say, oh, these black, players can just walk up and make their own league, right? That was far-fetched back in the 80s, but now these guys are starting to have money. Ice Cube, Jay-Z, Diddy, Robert Johnson from BT. These guys, they can gather some money.
Q made that that 3v3 joint.
Oh yeah, the big three. Yeah, so they can gather enough money to make their own league and not. Because newsflash, or we all know this, we don't come to see the owners.
Yeah, no,
we come to see the players. So if the owners aren't receptive to the people making them money, what do you have essentially?
Change. That's just, you do have change.
Yeah, you got to listen to the people that are making you money. So, because if not, again, when a new day and age, they can just, there's enough money for them. Because Kyrie was talking about that before they went in the bubble. They can make their own league. So you got to listen to the people making money at the end of the day, and they're the ones that have the power right now. And
But good stuff, by the way, bro. That's such an extremely valid point, and that's very eye opening. If y'all ain't listening and y'all don't realize, that was an extremely great point.
Bro, don't make me blush, bro.
No, because this point is extremely valid. In order to make change, obviously, you as a leader, like these stars or just people in general, you have to have like a company, a sense that they rely on you for a lot, and that's the definition of utilizing that power, as well as speaking about social justice on your time in interviews. Not only people are going to listen to you, the GMs and the owners are going to listen to you as well, so they can do something. Very valid point.
Because these owners and stuff, they donate their money to help get these people elected in office because they coincide with their political interests. So obviously, if you donated money to me to help me get elected, I'm gonna listen to you. Okay, what do you want?
Yeah, for sure.
So
because you help me. Well, not only do you help me, but you can help me in the future as well.
Okay, yeah. So the people that are playing for the team, they want this and that, so they can get that pushed through quicker. So that's how that works. Also, I get that people want to make money, but I think because the NBA is a private organization, private league, which is great because now I think the players are going to be more involved in who is going to buy the teams because I get it. It's you want to make money. If you own an NBA team, you'll make tons of money. So here's a question I'm asking you. It's probably a stupid question, but whatever. Do you think it's weird or I'll just say weird. Do you think it's weird that if I'm a guy with a lot of money, I'm gonna buy an NBA team, knowing the majority of it is black, right? Mostly black, like 80% black, but I have these different political views than the league.
This is gonna sound so horrifying.
No, but because I just said it's money, so I get it. But
I think you know where I'm going with this. Is this making me money? Yes.
Right. So
do I care? No.
Right. Yeah. So that was kind of the silly question, but the bigger point I'm trying to get to, the players or the league officials, they need to be more involved. Like, okay, so if you don't coincide with our political views, we don't need you part of our league. So I think in the future, these future owners are gonna have to. That's the freedom about America, right? You can choose to believe whatever you want. Yeah. I can choose to believe whatever I want, but you don't have to be part of this league. I think that's how it should work. Like, that's what's happening with the Atlanta Dream right now. Remember the women's basketball team? Yeah. They had the all Black Lives. They were wearing Black Lives Matter, and a partial owner of the team was like, she doesn't like that because she's trying to run for a seat in her state of Georgia or whatever. So I think that in the future, and I think this is gonna happen, that if you don't agree,
people should have a say on who's gonna,
it's okay
to be their CEO or like who's gonna be. Is that what you're getting?
The owner of the team, yeah, because it is a private organization. I mean, you don't have to agree on everything, but like if you're
vote at least.
Well, not even that. If you're who's coming, but if you're diametrically opposed to our views and what we're standing for, you don't need to be our owner, because then that's a huge, it's not a conflict of interest, but it
doesn't make sense.
It's a big problem. Like we can't be standing for this, but you guys have all the power and you're just going behind our back.
Yeah.
To do the exact opposite. So it'd be weird. So yeah, the players need to the league players need to be more involved in who is owning, buying the teams in the future.
For sure. Makes sense. No, it makes perfect sense on that note.
So yeah, back to your point about athletes using their platform to take a protest.
Sorry,
No, I'm just gonna jump right into your boy Brian Urlacher. Didn't you call him the greatest linebacker of all time?
Yeah. I used to have his jersey. I burnt it yesterday.
Do you wanna dive in head first into this or what?
Yeah, let's go ahead and dive in head first. Let's go ahead and pull up this stupid behind quote. So Brian Urlacher, this is what he said regarding to Jacob Blake's situation. Brett Favre played the MNF.
Monday Night Football, bro.
Monday Night Football, bro. I'm sorry.
Holy moly.
Monday Night Football game, dude. The day his dad died. Threw 4 TDs in the first half and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife, wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant, was shot by the police. Okay, one thing. I don't think people who are behind this, I don't think they understand. Maybe you can break it down. You're more open-minded when it comes to, and break things down better when it comes to this. Those things do not coincide. I don't understand the two things. I don't understand it. Are you telling NBA players they should just play and forget about it? Because I understand one man's tragedy. Obviously he goes and plays. He does it for his father. That's cool and all. But we also that wasn't a protest. That wasn't something that's not something that's huge in the United States where he can utilize his platform. Like, granted, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to sound hurtful here. That's his personal. Yeah,
that's
business.
a person. He's trying to correlate a personal issue with a systemic issue.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like that alone does that. It does not make any sense to me. How that correlates or makes sense. And if anybody can understand it to me, I'm open for opinions. And honestly, you could change my mind, but that to me makes no sense.
I haven't been messing with Brian Urlacher ever since he got that little toupee, that little fake hairline.
A little fake hairline.
Ever since I saw him on NFL Network with hair, I'm like, you
go bald. Stop.
You can't trust a dude after 35 years.
Being bald and just got hair out of
No, you can't trust him. He's up to no good.
He up to no good, bro.
No, but go ahead.
But more importantly, like, and this is what I was talking about earlier when it comes to, because just reading what he says, for one, how you know he's reaching for the knife. No one said that. No, that wasn't in the report. That wasn't anything like that. So how you know he's reaching for a knife? They found it in his floorboard. And this is something that I wanted to say earlier. They said it was on his floorboard. Bro, I have a knife in my truck and now in my car on the side door. If I were to come out or open it or go to open my door to get in my car and a cop were to see that, would he find that offensive and shoot me? That's what I'm scared of, because when I saw a knife, I'm like, dang, I have a knife in my car. What happens when I go to open the door and they think I'm gonna grab that? Am I gonna get shot?
Yeah, you definitely.
Well, yeah, I'm 6'2" address. That's Rap City for me. But like, you can't just over assume the situation.
I'll shoot you. No, I'm just playing.
Duh. But you can't just over assume. And like, granted, he said wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant. Think about that. He wanted sexually assault. My dude, like, that's a warrant. That's obviously something in his past. But once again, that has nothing to do with the situation of now. Like, I understand he has a warrant for something, but if it was like a warrant for like armed robbery or armed assault or assault on a police officer, I'd be like, okay, I semi-understand where he's coming from, why he would put that. But sexual assault, my dude, like, that has nothing to deal once again with the situation. All you're saying is the man had a record. But we just discussed this before. Why you focus on the record? You don't want to talk about how he had 3 kids in the car. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about how he was a father. You don't want to talk about that. You want to go straight to the negativity. And like, was shot by the police, he said it so like bluntly. And granted, like, I guess I try to understand where he's coming from, but it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it really doesn't. And I'm not trying to say what I think is right, or because I could be 1,000% wrong. I'm just saying I don't understand. And if someone could please just help me understand that. I don't know. Your take?
Yeah, he's just an idiot.
I wasn't expecting that.
He's a Hall of Famer, he's a great player, but he's just it's so weird with him because he has a black wife.
Yeah, that too.
Like, what y'all got going on over there?
Supposedly there was supposed to be something, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow or something like that, where he's supposed to have an interview where he deeply explains it.
I'm open to hearing the other side. If you want to try to explain your way out of this one. Yeah, so the Bears disavowed him or whatever.
Yeah, like the one I read, they distanced himself from him. I was like, oh man.
I want to say this though, back on the protest sports. TNT, the inside in the NBA, those guys did a great job, man. Like, cause after the games were postponed, they let the guys talk. Charles, Chuck, Kenny, Ernie, Chris Webber, Stan Van Gundy, and them boys. And it was a great conversation. I encourage anyone who hasn't seen that, it's on the internet, on the Bleacher. I believe it's on Bleacher Report on TNT, NBA on TNT on YouTube. Chris Webber, I don't know if you've seen this, but Chris Webber gave a great speech, man. So eloquent, so profound, beautifully said, dude. Like, it might be the best speech I've ever heard on TV. Like,
really?
Dude, it was so good. Yeah, he gave us a great MLK quote. He was like, it's not the words of your enemies that you'll remember. It's the silence of your friends. which was like that.
That's real, bro.
That hit me in the.
If you ain't got no one standing for you, you really feel alone, son. That's just as bad as someone hating on you. My fault.
That hit me in the soul. Yeah, so that was great. So, and then Kenny.
My dog Kenny, bro. My dog
Kenny said,
bro.
Dude, like the way
I'm out.
Kenny actually left the set and because he said he didn't feel right. You know, as a former as a former player, he said he didn't feel right. You know, I was about to leave the podcast. I'm like, you know what? I don't feel right today.
I was just about to walk out. We're about to cancel this.
I was about to go home, man. I was about to take a Kenny Smith. I'm about to jet out of here, man. But yeah, this is great stuff on TV, man. That was just great TV, man. I appreciate them boys on Inside the NBA for sure. Okay, in other news, or did you anything else you wanted to stay on as far as the whole protest across the league or sports in general? And so I'll ask you this: do you think this puts pressure on the NFL players?
Yeah.
How so?
Because the NBA did a great job as far as utilizing their platform, and they actually took a stance to where them boys did. They did something that no one's ever done before, bro. They didn't show up to a game, bro.
You saw what the Saints did?
Oh no, I didn't see. What did the Saints do?
During practice.
Oh, didn't they put it on the?
I'm gonna need more than that, brother.
Huh? I'm gonna need that during Sunday Night Football. That's what.
I'm gonna need more than a Jacob Blake's name on your forehead.
Yeah, that's it. Come on, during practice.
During practice, come on. In the dome too.
Huh?
Nah.
Bro, I'm gonna need more than that, bro. But like they did an excellent job, and you know, I do think that not only NFL but other sports coming out to do at least something to stand up for their cause, stand up for what they believe in, because the NBA really did a perfect job at it. So I don't know what the NFL's gonna do. You know, NFL players are whip, bro. I'm just be like, get out there, boy. Like, move on. Like,
holy jeez, where did that accent come from?
That's that South accent.
That's your accent. NFL players, they don't have guaranteed contracts, so it's harder for them. I want to go back to the conference call really quickly with the players and Michelle Roberts and Adam Silverman. Apparently, these reports, apparently LeBron was acting very king-like in there. Like, apparently, like, he was talking down on some players. Because, like I said, not everyone's LeBron James. Like, they have... LeBron James is pretty much a billionaire. Well, he will be a billionaire. He's on his way. So he's not talking like the other person beneath him. At least that's how they felt during the conference call. So a lot of people did take offense to that. So I just want to put that out there.
Are you whipping me though? LeBron a big dude. Bro.
He's an age,
and he got good knees.
He's in year 17. Some of these young boys might be able to take him.
You know, it's been like kind of. I would have paid to hear it, because if someone was just on there, be like, "Shut up, LeBron, you ain't nothing." Like,
yeah,
bro,
I don't think anyone said anything, but like they said it to the media and the reporters and stuff like that. That LeBron was pretty much being obnoxious, like he was above everyone else. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, though.
Oh, that's weird.
What's weird?
No, it's weird because, well, you know, normally LeBron seems, well, when he does, obviously anybody that does media tries to be the best self, but it seems like he's down to earth. So it'd be.
I'm sure he's down to earth, but yeah, just in that instance, you know, he had a blip, a hiccup, according to the, you know, reports in the media. Several people have, I guess, written about this, putting this news out. So.
My dog Kawhi was probably just chilling on the conference call.
Bro, Kawhi, yo, he's the best, bro.
Why you said it with so much?
I will say this though, dude.
Clippers look like
we just won our last game. You see what Paul George did last game?
Hey man, relax, bro. He's over 30 something.
35 in under 25 minutes. The first player to ever do that.
Hey.
He's back, baby.
Hey, PG-13 back.
I'm
rooting for y'all, baby. I'm rooting for y'all.
I'm just kind of blowed. Yeah, the games are resuming. I'm happy, but we gave Luka and Kristaps time to rest.
I'm happy. Hey, speaking of rest, Russell Westbrook had that quad rest, boy. Now he's looking better.
Yeah, no, rest is gonna be back next game.
Let's go.
Hey.
We got that Chris 2-day rest, 3-day because it's gonna be the day too.
That's not fair.
We got that little quad rest. But did you see? But I think it's so funny. I think this is hilarious, bro. these NBA players see each other all throughout the bubble. Like, did you see when LeBron was giving the interview and Russell Westbrook interrupted it?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, but like Russell Westbrook like interrupted it. LeBron was like, "What's up, Russ? How's that quad?" Russ was like, "It's straight." And like, bro, I just thought it was funny. And then I forget who else did. Someone had like a high point game, but the day after, like he was just chilling eating.
Oh, you're talking about Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell.
Another star came out like, "Look at this man after a nice 30-something point game." I just think that's funny, bro. Like the camaraderie.
Paul George was talking about it. He was saying how he was in a dark place mentally.
Depressed.
I don't know if you use that word, but he was in a dark place mentally, and he just wasn't himself. He was talking to his coach Doc Rivers about like you play these games, like you say, you play these games with people, and after you lose, you got to see them like right afterwards, like at the food court or whatever.
Yeah, bro.
It's a weird environment.
Someone gonna have to fight me, bro. If you over here talking trash during the game, you drop 50, you gotta have to see me. I'm gonna see you at some point in time tomorrow morning. Like, we're gonna run to each other at some point in time.
Yeah, and Paul George was talking about it's just a weird environment. It's hard to psych himself up and things like that without the fans. But hey, he finally kicked in the gear and looks like
my dog took all that energy and turned that positivity.
Hey, we ready to rock. Clips and 6. But I'll say this though. Frankie Edgar made his bantamweight debut last weekend. Little UFC card.
Nice.
Against Pedro. You remember Frankie, right? Frankie Edgar?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I'm about to get UFC 4. I don't know if you.
No, it looks trash. That thing looks.
You think it looks trash?
Looks like a cartoon game with the colors. It's too colorful.
It's too colorful?
I need blood. Just give me. Only color I need is blood.
Look. Hey, mark this, chat. Mark this, because once I get it, he probably gonna fall in love with it.
I'm not gonna. I'll play it, but I'm not finna spend no money on it. By the way, 2K20 is $5 on the PSN store right now.
Are you bro?
I just got it. Yeah, just got it.
$5?
Bro, it's like $4.75, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm about to cop that, bro.
I had a copy. $5.
Yeah, for 20. Come on.
Hey, Black Lives Matter. But yeah, the UFC game looks horrid. But anyways, Frankie Edgar versus Pedro Munoz. Crazy fight. No, that happened last week. We didn't talk about it last week. Crazy fight. I believe 17 out of the 20, online judges, MMA media sites gave it to Pedro Munoz. I'm not mad that Frankie won. It was a close fight. Really crazy fight. Frankie took some big shots, and that was a question coming in, was his durability, because he got finished in his last fight to the Korean Zombie. But he ate some big shots. He gave some good shots. He's always gonna have good conditioning, but Pedro Munoz, he's upset. He thinks the only reason Frankie won is because of his name, because of clout. So he wants to rematch. But I just want to throw that out there.
Anything coming up?
Anthony Smith versus some guy. Like I said, bro, I hate to be. I'm not really interested in a lot of these fights because Dana, he has a lot of fighters on his roster. They have to get paid, so he's making basically like a fight card every week, and a lot. I'm not interested in a lot of them except maybe the main events. So yeah, nothing intrigues me really. I need storylines.
I feel you need that build up, huh?
Not even a build up. I need something. I need something. I mean, if you want to watch fights, yeah, if there's nothing to do, but playoffs resume Saturday, so I might not watch this card. Probably not gonna watch this card. I'm gonna be watching playoffs.
I'm looking like low key, bro. I was like, man, that OKC or Houston game, bro. It's still 2-2. I kind of wish that bit was on, but I was like, nah, they got to protest, bro.
Man, I was like, man, let's finish the Clippers series. we got one more game to close these boys out, man. Paul George hot right now. We gotta write his. We gotta write his.
Let's finish it. Then we can take the break.
Yeah, let's close these boys out. We letting these boys get rest.
Yeah, no, nobody probably about to try to do so.
Exactly. But other than that, yeah. Music, No Ceilings is finally on streaming platforms. No Ceiling, Lil Wayne's mixtape that he dropped back in 2009, one of the greatest mixtapes of all time.
Get that off YouTube.
It's better on Apple Music, bro. You don't have Android. You can't listen to YouTube and have your phone off.
Hey, bro, this is true. You get used to it after a while, bro.
It's draining your battery, bro. It's better to use a music app and listen to No Ceilings.
I do now, so.
Plus, he added the Kobe song on it too, so I'm happy. No Ceilings, one of the greatest mixtapes of all time. Big Sean, Big Sean is dropping Detroit 2. Looks like to me Detroit is his best project. So for him to be announcing Detroit 2 at this time in particular is amazing, because have you heard Nas's album yet?
Yep.
King, what's your favorite song on there?
Actually, let me pull up. I don't know track this by heart, but let me pull it up. That was a phenomenal Black album, in my opinion.
Black album, this guy. But anyways, great album. Big Sean had an incredible verse on the album. He also had he also dropped a song with Nipsey called Reverence, I believe. Dude, Big Sean, he's in his bag right now, so this is a perfect time for him to announce Detroit too. Go ahead.
Bro, I realized something on this Nas album, bro. I'm probably gonna butcher this man's name. I apologize, bro. Anderson .Peak, bro.
It's Anderson .Paak. Where do you get the
See,
E from?
I told you about. Oh gosh, I thought I read that as an E. I told you I was gonna butcher it. Hold on, I already called it chat. Anyways, bro.
It's funny that you call him chat. Oh, go ahead.
But bro, that I love that song All Bad, bro. What is that called? Melody? I don't know. His part in it, anyways. I'm gonna put it like that. His part in it was absolutely amazing. And To the War is one. That's my two favorite ones. Obviously King's Disease is that. Honestly, the whole album was bumping, bro. Like
I
didn't have one song that I really didn't like on it, dude. Replace Me with Big Sean. Big Sean killed his verse.
He snapped.
He opened up, about his little situation he had. Right? You just looking at me blankly.
He's talking about a relationship.
Talking about a relationship. His little situation that he had, that was absolutely amazing. And bro, from A to Z, bro, from 1 to 13, that cut was really good. Dave East album was really good too. I listened to that fully. That first song, Handsome, I think, or whatever that first song was on Dave East album, that thing was bumping. Both albums were really good though.
Yeah, Deep Reverence is the name of the single with Nipsey also. I encourage you guys to go listen to that. Big Sean was rapping, giving bars, talking about how he pieced up things with Kendrick. So yeah, great time for music right now. Great time. This is like genuinely one of the most excited times I've been for music in a long while.
I hate to put it like this, bro, but it's like there's something to talk about, bro. People are doing it like with the actually like more. They always do it for a meeting, but there's a stamp.
Yeah. Big Sean's talking about suicide on this, so it's good.
The big time.
Yeah, we talk about Kenny Smith, Joe Budden leaving Spotify.
Oh, I didn't know nothing about that. My dog bucking on Spotify.
We'll save that. We'll save that for. I guess we'll talk about it when more details come out. Jeff Bezos, first person to amass over $200 billion.
Bro, if you don't give me, you gotta at least give me $2 million, bro. Come on, stop playing. $2 million. I'm trying to be generous.
Give me $200 million.
I know I'm trying to go for the jugular, people.
Nah, I'll feed the streets.
I'll feed the streets. I'll donate.
I'll help the homeless.
Hey, that's crazy.
In my house.
They meant $200 billion.
Yeah.
Man. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I would marry and divorce him so quick.
Yeah, he's on his way. Kanye West sues the Ohio election head to get on the ballot, so he's out here still trying to cause a disruption.
Kanye, if you don't go back and just give me Crown the Throne or whatever it's called.
Crown the Throne.
Oh no.
You mean Watch the Throne?
Yeah, it's all the same.
Give me 808 and Heartbreak.
Hey, that's a good album, bro.
Give me a Heartless.
Yeah, give me something, bro.
Give me a Heartless right now.
You don't give me Love Lockdown and Get Out of Ohio, bro. Bro, we gotta have a problem. Stop it.
How does Kid Cudi feel about this? Kid Cudi's from Ohio. All right. Okay.
I am so sorry. I don't know how
that's a copyright strike.
I apologize.
What song was that?
I don't know, but you looked at me so blown right there.
Man, but I think that's it for this episode.
You got anything you want to say?
I just said I think that's it.
Well, all I gotta say is, y'all go out there, y'all do y'all's thing, y'all continue to live life, and y'all breathe healthy air, man. Do what you can to be better. Watch your toes, watch your feet, watch the crust behind your knees. Y'all have a good week.
Throw away your paper.